So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So yeah, we got a new Kizuna clash upcoming against Orochi, which will also include Super Boss. So I thought I'd try something new and make a prep video ahead of the Kizuna clash. The big issue with doing this is that we don't have the full info yet. We don't have any confirmation of the colors. We don't know the duration of the debuffs, how much the debuffs will be increased at like level 30. So yeah, this is a bit of a guesstimation. Before I start though, I want to say that it has been confirmed that in the coming months this will change. This is official information from the One Piece Treasure Cruise community manager. And yeah, she has said that we will be able to know the colors in advance. We will know the turn number of debuffs. So yeah, we just need to bear with it a bit more, and it will be better in the future. I still wish they added a feature to just build in game, because yeah, it will just be simpler for everybody. Anyway, let's first go with the colors. So there's 3 different Orochi. We have the left, center, and right. The left one, I've determined that this one will most likely be an int boss, because this one is clearly designed around V2 Odin. You have the big health cut and big death damage. So basically the one debuff, the one combo they spam with Odin, since it's the one thing Odin does that kind of makes his kit stand out. Like protecting you at low HP, basically. Nothing else he does is super unique, except for the plus buff, but that doesn't really let you beat content you couldn't otherwise, so to say. So yeah, let's assume this first boss is int, and go to the center boss. And this boss looks a lot like it's designed for Kinemon and Denjiro, because if you look at final stage here for the normal boss, orbs are changed to recovery are made as badly matching. So yeah, it's pretty obvious to me. It even has the def up, which Kinemon and Denjiro handles. And since we've already concluded that the left one is probably int, we need to keep into account that Kinemon Denjiro can be Psy or Quick. So probably this boss will be strength, since int is already taken. So center is strength, left is int. And yeah, I want to note that the normal boss and super boss are always the same color, so center bosses will share the same color, etc. The most difficult one to guess is the right one. We have 2 hints here that are relevant, I feel. First, it's the preemptive seed reduction. It's for strength, psi, and int units. Since we already have concluded that the one boss is int, the psi one doesn't matter here. The question is the boss dex for the strength or psi for the int? And the one I see as a decisive hint here is for the super boss. Here it says turn 1, int orbs are treated as badly matching. And yeah, this would only be a debuff if the boss was Psi and you wanted matching orbs. So yeah, it feels pretty obvious that this one should be a Psi boss. And we haven't had a Psi boss in a while, actually. I can't remember like building sub bosses with int units. So yeah, versus int, versus strength, versus psi. Let's go with that. And yeah, I made 9 teams actually. I made 1 for the normal boss, and 2 each for each super boss, 1 more accessible, and 1 which is more expensive. Like, it's my personal ideas for what I should do. So yeah, this is versus the int normal boss. Stage 2, you get some bind, which will handle with Ivanko and Bon Clay. They also help with the healing final stage, so that's nice. We also have some support for the healing. Like, it's hard to know if this is enough, but yeah, it's just an idea at this stage. Like, if it doesn't work, you take it from there. But yeah, for final stage, like on stage 2, you can also swap Shang's crew to Sai and use their special. That should definitely be enough damage. These teams are also made so you can use Double Roger as captain, or you can use the new Komurasaki as friend captain. It works both ways. Final stage is just use Roger super type, do the Roger Oden combo, use Sabo, and that alone makes you good. Sabo handles like most of the debuffs, and it should definitely work like at higher levels as well. We do get the spear, but Roger is immune to that. Roger support adds some damage reduction. So yeah, I think this should work decently well. Moving on to the middle normal boss, the center one. And yeah, we assume this will be a strength boss, so we have a quick focus team. Stage 2, we use the Kuzan to handle debuffs. Like, we don't know the numbers of turns of damage threshold we have, so Kuzan removes 5, that should definitely be enough. Also gives an attack boost. Then final stage. We can handle the bad matching orbs with Soba, get attack boost. You can use him twice to get high attack boost. We have Kiko that can help, also gives color affinity. Sabo and Ace, you can use them stage 2 already, and they help you ignore the special bind that you get at later levels. And yeah, then there's Step Up. It will probably end up being 6 turns of Step Up. So I just added Weaver Rebecca since basically their swap can give a chain lock, which is nice, and yeah, they remove, no matter how much Step Up it is, they'll remove it. So yeah, I do think that works out, and yeah, still 5 quick units on the team. That would be enough damage, so not the best team for sure, but it will do the job. Like for these normal teams, I try and make realistic teams for a lot of people, so I try to avoid the newest units. For right here, which we presume is a side boss, we have an int focus team. And yeah, on stage 2 we have some Rainbow Shield, and well, I put Iwanko here for stage 2, so I just presume the Iwanko handles the Rainbow Shield. I don't remember his kit that well, except for the giving an attack boost. You can use Radio Super type special on stage 2 as well, copy it with Pudding for final stage. Miyok handles Resilience final stage, gives a chain lock. You can use Shang's Screw for some color affinity if you want, or Witcher Shanks for color affinity. Radio for attack boost final stage also removes paralysis, and then you can use Radio Friend or Como Friend, both works. And the final stage also does block orb manip, but that is indeed handled by the Pudding, so yeah, it works well. So okay, let's go into super bosses then. First the left super boss, which will be int. This is a more accessible one, it's pretty straightforward. This super boss does have more debuffs than it usually has, which does limit team building, as well as the new immunity mechanic, not letting you stack buffs as easily. But yeah, Yamato should be good here. The main issue is that you can't get the chain too high, but I did some testing, and this team does use V2 Odin as friend captain. And if you do it like that, like even if you stack all the chain together, it shouldn't hit 7 times chain, so you should be fine. But yeah, Yamato increased damage taken, Roger attack boost, Law chain boundary, as well as ore boost. Sorrow removes debuffs final stage damage threshold and the spear. Yamato resists the bind for stage 2. You can use Kuja to get some delay as well. And of course Odin for color affinity. And yeah, this is a bit more of a high investment that I might use. And yeah, we'll see how it works. Like, you have to remove some bind. Will 3 turns of bind removal be enough? We just don't know yet. And yeah, this team doesn't use Toki either. But yeah, we'll see. This is just a current idea. But yeah, this is the main combo, which looks a bit like last Kizuna, where you can use Bonk Clay, pair up with Ulti and Page 1. That's still a very powerful combo, but not for every color, in my opinion. And of course, hit last with Luffy Crew. This is only really worth if you have his Funnel Tap expanded to a high level. Anyway, middle boss, a bit more accessible team, using the Funnel Tap Luffy as captain. And yeah, I think this is a pretty cool idea. We use Bonnie stage 2. There's some def up there and some bind to the bottom row. Bonnie sets defense to 0. There's no word of any full immunity, so she'll probably work to set defense to 0. Can also use Shang's Crew stage 3. Because you do get Chain Lock final stage, you can prevent that. Then on final stage you can use the Luffy for attack boost. I actually don't remember the Frank captain now. Like, I made 9 teams, it's obvious that I forget something. But it should be something that gives an ore boost and is quick. Oh, I'll probably write it in the comments if I remember, but I remember that I thought this team was pretty good, so... Because Hyogoro handles the color affinity, Perona helps with the spear removal, and she does pair with the Frankie support. And that's why we run Moby Dick as well, to get HP low enough for Perona. See, all this team needs is an ore boost. And yeah, I can't remember, that's pretty dumb. You also need to remove some attack down here, so I probably had that in mind for that. No, that's the chain attack down. Yeah, we're good. Anyway, I'll post in the comments if I remember later who I thought about for Frank Captain. Yeah, that's pretty silly. Anyway, let's move on. And yeah, this was my personal idea. Since we can't get the chain too high, I don't see any reason to put stuff like Ulti and Page 1 in this. So this is just my current idea. It's pretty funny. Like, we rely on Kiku and Iso and Kinemon and Denjiro to do a lot of damage. So we can get the resistance. We do have Death Down conditional with the Perona. The Mihawk on Shanks, make sure we get the conditional, set defense to 0. Shanks help with some color affinity. Friend Captain will be Odin, and I thought Odin, and I thought about trying the combo of giving the plus combo to Toki buff, so we get 3.75 times attack. And then of course it lasts with Luffy Crew. Should be pretty decent. Finally we have the right one, which is probably Sai. And yeah, this is just a double int Yamato team. Delay conditional with Lucci. Ray League removes debuffs, stage 2. Chain boundary from Law. Increased damage taken from Yamato. Roger can give a big attack boost, as well as buff the color affinity from Nami. So yeah, I do think this should be pretty decent, to be honest. My own idea was something like this. Pretty similar, still double Yamato. I'll probably change it to something else. It was just the best idea I had right now. Ult and Page 1 for Chain Boundary, and the conditional boost. I did say increased damage taken, but that's not possible for this one, it's blocked. But we do have Yamato for the high chain instead, mainly, and good captain ability overall. Toki to buff the both Yamato captains. We have this Treasure Map recruit Stasi, who actually handles all the debuffs final stage, as well as give color affinity. And then Luffy Crew last, as usual, for all the extra damage. And yeah, I don't know if this will even work since stage 2 has Bind and Despair. But I would remove 4 turns with this. It might be 5 turns, it might be less, we just don't know yet. But yeah, just some preliminary ideas. But yeah, it's a shame I couldn't remember the captain here. I need to look into that. If I can remember it, I'll post it in the comments below. But yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.